There's a drink that millions of women over 50 still consume daily without realizing it could be weakening their skin from the inside out. It's not exotic, it's not new, it's not the kind of thing you'd expect to be connected to sagging, dull, or thinning skin. But science is clear. Certain drinks, especially those high in liquid sugar, can speed up collagen breakdown, increase inflammation, and trigger a process in the body called glycation. If you've never heard of glycation, you're not alone. It's rarely mentioned outside of medical circles, but it plays a huge role in how your skin looks, feels, and ages. It happens when sugar in the bloodstream attaches to proteins like collagen and elastin, damaging their structure and leaving your skin less firm, less elastic, and more prone to sagging. And here's the kicker, it doesn't take a lot. Just 1 or 2 servings a day of certain popular drinks like sodas, sweetened coffee beverages, or even store-bought fruit juices can be enough to start this internal chain reaction. You may be investing time and money in skincare, eating more greens, or even taking collagen supplements. But if one daily drink is undoing those efforts, isn't it worth knowing? In this video, we're going to break down what really happens to your skin after 50 and how certain drinks accelerate visible aging. But we're not stopping there. You'll also learn the science behind it, the real-life stories of women who made simple changes, and the best drink alternatives that truly support skin health from the inside out. No scare tactics, no shame, just clear, powerful information every woman over 50 deserves to know. After 50, your skin begins to reveal more than just age. It reflects the internal shifts happening throughout your body. Hormones like estrogen, which once supported skin thickness and elasticity, begin to decline rapidly. According to researchers at the Mayo Clinic, women can lose up to 30% of skin collagen in the first 5 years after menopause. That's not just a surface change. Collagen is the structural protein that keeps skin firm and smooth like the scaffolding under a building. When that support weakens, the skin becomes thinner, drier, and more likely to sag or wrinkle. At the same time, elastin, the protein that gives skin its balance, also breaks down more easily. Your skin becomes slower to repair itself. Blood flow to the dermis decreases. Even hydration levels drop, making the skin appear dull or tired. But here's what's often overlooked. These changes don't happen in isolation. They're deeply influenced by what you eat and drink every single day. And that includes one of the most underestimated sources of skin aging, liquid sugar. This matters because even women who are doing everything right on the surface, hydrating, using high-quality skincare, avoiding the sun, can still experience premature skin aging from internal habits they didn't realize were harmful. And the problem isn't just aesthetic. Skin health is a mirror of metabolic health. When collagen breaks down faster than it can rebuild, that's not just a beauty concern, it's a whole body signal that inflammation repair mechanisms are out of sync. Now, here's the empowering part. While we can't stop aging, we can slow down the visible and cellular effects, especially when we make informed, strategic changes. That's why understanding what's really going on inside your skin matters so much more than buying the next miracle cream. Because skin aging isn't just about time, it's about choices. And one of the most impactful choices starts with what's in your glass. Whether you're sipping a smoothie, grabbing a juice, or starting your morning with a flavored coffee, the type of drink matters. Sugar isn't just empty calories, it's biochemically active, and that's especially important after 50 when your body becomes more sensitive to insulin and inflammation. And let's be honest, the beverage industry doesn't make this easy. Labels hide sugar under names like evaporated cane juice, agave nectar, or organic syrup. Even so-called healthy drinks can carry 20 to 30 grams of sugar per serving, enough to trigger glycation and collagen breakdown in less than an hour. The result? Skin that appears older, faster. Not because of age alone, but because of a silent, daily habit. But here's the good news. Awareness gives you the power to shift course. You don't have to cut out everything or live with rigid rules. You just need to know which drinks are actually supporting your skin and which ones are quietly working against it. And speaking of simple, daily shifts, have you ever imagined starting each day with more energy, health, and confidence? My special calendar, 365 days of health, beauty, and wisdom, has been carefully created with practical tips and daily inspirations that will transform your routine and renew your vitality after 50. Don't wait any longer to live your best days. Click the link pinned in the first comment to get your calendar now. You'll learn how to spot it in your favorite drinks, what it is inside your body within minutes, and why it's one of the most powerful accelerators of visible skin aging. Ready to shift from confusion to clarity? Most women over 50 wouldn't sit down and eat 4 tablespoons of sugar in one bite. But many unknowingly drink that amount before noon. That's the hidden danger of liquid sugar, and it's one of the biggest, yet least talked about, threats to your skin after 50. So, what exactly is liquid sugar? It's not just about soft drinks. It includes sweetened lattes, commercial smoothies, flavored waters, sweet tea, bottled fruit juices, sports drinks, energy drinks, even that healthy almond milk with vanilla you add to your coffee. If it has added sugar or high glycemic sweeteners, it counts. The issue isn't just the sugar itself, it's the form. When sugar is consumed in liquid form, it floods the bloodstream rapidly, spiking insulin levels and triggering inflammation. Unlike whole foods, liquid sugar contains no fiber, fat, or protein to slow down absorption. That means your body has to process a sugar surge with no buffer, and your skin pays the price. Harvard Medical School has published multiple studies confirming that high glycemic diets, especially those rich in sugary drinks, are directly associated with increased glycation, an internal process where sugar binds to proteins like collagen and elastin, causing them to stiffen, fragment, and lose functionality. Think of it like pouring syrup over a soft fabric. the stickiness warps the material, making it brittle over time. And that damage isn't limited to deep dermal layers. Glycation contributes to visible signs like loss of skin firmness, fine lines becoming deeper, uneven skin tone, and dullness slower, healing, and skin regeneration. In other words, it's not just aging, it's sugar doing damage at the cellular level. A 2021 report from Johns Hopkins added another layer: the effect of fructose, commonly found in high fructose corn syrup and even many fruit juices. Fructose is especially aggressive in producing advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which are molecules formed when excess sugar reacts with proteins. These AGEs build up in tissues, accelerate aging, and are harder to reverse than damage caused by glucose alone. So yes, your morning orange juice may feel like a healthy ritual, but your skin may be experiencing it very differently. But here's where this becomes empowering. This isn't about cutting every sweet sip from your life. It's about knowing which sugars are stealthy and how to make swaps that don't leave you feeling deprived. Let's walk through some common examples. Bottled green juices. Many have more sugar than a donut even though they're marketed as detox drinks. Iced coffees or matcha lattes with flavored syrups or pre-sweetened milk alternatives. They often carry 25 grams of sugar. Fruit smoothies from cafes, especially those with juice bases, they can spike blood sugar rapidly and lead to an insulin crash. Flavored waters or vitamin drinks often contain hidden sugars or artificial sweeteners that may still impact metabolism and skin health. Now compare that to drinks that support skin vitality: unsweetened green tea, hibiscus infusions, lemon water, or a well-balanced collagen drink. These hydrate, nourish, and protect rather than disrupt. It's also worth noting that artificial sweeteners aren't a safe shortcut. Some, like sucralose or aspartame, have been linked to gut microbiome disruption, which in turn affects inflammation, immunity, and yes, skin quality. Your body recognizes chemical sweeteners as foreign and often responds with low-grade inflammation. So what's the takeaway? The sugar you drink is more dangerous than the sugar you chew because it hits faster, harder, and deeper. And as estrogen levels drop post-menopause, your skin becomes even more vulnerable to its effects. That doesn't mean you have to fear every beverage. It means you can choose with clarity. You can still enjoy a sweet flavor, a treat, a cozy drink, but you'll do it knowing the impact and how to balance it. Because aging beautifully isn't about restriction. It's about informed freedom. No fads, no extremes. Just real science you can feel working over time. You've probably heard that collagen keeps your skin firm. But what most women don't hear is how it breaks down and why certain sugars make that process much worse after 50. It all comes down to a process called glycation. This is where sugar molecules, especially glucose and fructose, bind to proteins like collagen and elastin. When that happens, the proteins stiffen, lose flexibility, and become structurally damaged. Imagine your skin like a soft, elastic net. When collagen and elastin are intact, the net is firm and resilient. But when glycation takes over, it's like parts of the net become brittle, tight, and frayed. The result? Sagging, fine lines, crepiness, and dull texture even if your skincare routine is solid. According to research from Harvard, UCLA, glycation accelerates skin aging from the inside out, and this effect intensifies with age because your body becomes less efficient at repairing the damage. The collagen you naturally lose post-menopause is harder to replace, and when it's glycated, it's even less functional. One key factor here is that glycation creates something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These compounds are toxic to skin cells. They disrupt collagen fiber organization, reduce skin elasticity, increase inflammation, interfere with the production of new collagen. In a 2022 study published in the Journal of Dermatological Science, researchers found that women with higher circulating AGEs showed significantly more visible signs of aging, including sagging around the jawline and loss of volume in the cheeks compared to women of the same age with lower age levels. And here's the most sobering part: once AGEs are formed, they're extremely difficult to reverse. They attach to long-lived proteins like collagen and can remain there for years. That's why preventing them in the first place, especially through what you drink, is so critical after 50. It's not just sugar from drinks that causes this, but sugar in liquid form does it faster and more aggressively. And if you're wondering, can collagen supplements fix this? The answer is nuanced. Collagen powders and drinks can help support skin structure if the internal environment is healthy. But if you're still consuming drinks that spike blood sugar and fuel glycation, those supplements are fighting an uphill battle. It's like trying to build a new wall while someone is tearing it down from the other side. That's why many women report frustration. They're investing in products, eating better, exercising, but they're not seeing real changes in their skin. Glycation may be the missing link, but here's the good news. The body is incredibly responsive to change, especially when inflammation and sugar load are reduced. In fact, within weeks of reducing sugar-laden drinks, many women experience brighter skin tone, less puffiness, and facial swelling, improved hydration and texture, smoother skin around the mouth and jawline. This isn't magic, it's biology. Your skin is an organ, and it reflects what's happening on a cellular level. When you stop feeding the fire of glycation, your body can begin to restore balance. And you don't have to live with rigid rules to make this work. It starts with awareness and small, consistent swaps that respect your lifestyle. Have you ever imagined starting each day with more energy, health, and confidence? My special calendar, 365 Days of Health, Beauty, and Wisdom, has been carefully created with practical tips and daily inspirations that will transform your routine and renew your vitality after 50. Don't wait any longer to live your best days. Click the link pinned in the first comment to get your calendar now. So now that you understand what glycation is and how it makes your skin sag faster than time alone, what can you actually do about it? We'll look at real-life women who notice changes in their skin simply by shifting one or to drink habits. Not expensive products, not complicated diets, just small, informed changes that let their skin repair, hydrate, and glow again. Because you don't need to fight aging, you just need to stop feeding what accelerates it. For years, Maria thought the sagging around her mouth and eyes was just part of getting older. She had tried firming creams, drank plenty of water, and even added collagen powder to her smoothies. But nothing seemed to make a noticeable difference. I assumed it was just genetics and hormones, she said. I didn't realize my daily iced tea with sugar could be part of the problem. Maria is not alone. Many women over 50 do everything right on the outside. They upgrade their skincare, improve their diet, and commit to routines with discipline and care. But still, they look in the mirror and wonder, why does my skin still feel tired? It often comes back to one overlooked habit, what they're drinking every day. Take Evelyn, 61. She started every morning with a fruit smoothie she believed was healthy. It had mango, banana, orange juice plus a little honey, she said. I thought I was nourishing my body, but that combination of fast-absorbing sugars, especially in liquid form, was flooding her system and accelerating glycation. She didn't know that. Few women do. After watching a documentary about sugar and inflammation, she decided to make one change, swap her fruit smoothie for a protein-rich shake with unsweetened almond milk, berries, and flaxseed. No added sugar. For weeks later, she noticed the difference. My skin felt firmer, she said. Even the puffiness around my eyes was less noticeable. These stories aren't miracles, they're biology in action. When you stop feeding glycation and support your skin with hydration, nutrients, and stability, it responds. Another woman, Denise, 58, had been spending hundreds on skincare, but still felt her jawline was softening and her cheeks looked deflated. A nutritionist pointed out her daily flavored coffee drink had more sugar than a slice of cake. She was shocked. I thought caffeine was the problem, she said. Turns out, it was the syrup. She didn't give up her morning ritual, she just reimagined it. Today, she drinks coffee with cinnamon, unsweetened almond milk, and a scoop of collagen. It still feels like a treat, she told us, but now I know it's helping my skin, not hurting it. The point here isn't guilt. It's discovery. These women weren't doing anything wrong. They were following routines that felt comforting, familiar, and even health-conscious. But with one key piece of missing information, how sugar behaves in the body after 50, they were working against their own goals. This is why skin transformation after 50 isn't about drastic change, it's about subtle course correction. You don't have to become rigid. You don't have to quit everything. You just need to understand the map. Because when you know what creates the inflammation, what breaks down your collagen, and what slows repair, you can choose differently. Not from a place of fear, from a place of power. The emotional shift in these stories is just as important as the physical one. Maria, Evelyn, and Anise didn't just see results in the mirror. They felt more in control. And that, especially after 50, is a form of beauty that goes far deeper than the skin. In a culture obsessed with anti-aging, they chose to age intelligently, and that makes all the difference. You'll discover the best drink alternatives that support skin health not just by avoiding sugar, but by actively nourishing collagen, reducing inflammation, and making your day feel lighter and more enjoyable. Because aging well isn't about deprivation, it's about reinvention. Once you understand what sugar-laden drinks are doing to your skin, the next question is obvious. What should I drink instead? But let's make one thing clear, this isn't about switching to bland water or giving up your favorite rituals. It's about building a skin-friendly drink routine that fits into your life and actually supports your collagen, hydration, and vitality after 50. Let's start with a mindset shift. You're not just avoiding sugar, you're nourishing your skin from the inside out. Every sip is a chance to reinforce the firmness, brightness, and health you're already working for. Here are 5 categories of drinks that support skin structure, reduce inflammation, and help you glow without triggering glycation. 1. Antioxidant-rich teas. Green tea, white tea, and rooibos are rich in polyphenols, powerful compounds that help neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage collagen and speed up aging. Studies from UCLA and Harvard have shown that green tea, in particular, may protect skin from UV damage and improve elasticity over time. Try this. Iced green tea with mint and a slice of lemon. 0 sugar, high flavor, and a cooling anti-inflammatory kick. 2. Collagen-boosting blends. Collagen peptides are even more effective when taken with vitamin C and supportive amino acids. Blending a scoop of collagen powder with water, citrus, or low-glycemic fruit can give your skin the raw materials it needs to rebuild and stay firm. Try this collagen drink with water, fresh lime, a pinch of sea salt, and frozen berries. It hydrates and rebuilds without the sugar crash. 3. Infused waters. Plain water is essential, but it doesn't have to be boring. Infuse it with ingredients that support digestion, circulation, and skin tone like cucumber, basil, or citrus peels. These not only add flavor, but also small amounts of phytonutrients that help reduce bloating and inflammation. Try this. Water infused overnight with cucumber slices and fresh ginger. Refreshing, supportive, and excellent for the gut-skin connection. 4. Spiced herbal drinks. Cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger are all anti-inflammatory and can be blended into warm or iced drinks. These help balance blood sugar and calm internal inflammation, both of which are essential for slowing skin aging. Try this. Golden milk made with turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and unsweetened almond milk. Warm, comforting, and incredibly skin supportive. 5. Low glycemic smoothies. If you love smoothies, you don't need to give them up, just balance them. Use a base like unsweetened nut milk, add a handful of greens, half a banana or a few berries, and a source of protein and fat like chia seeds or plain Greek yogurt. This combo slows sugar absorption and keeps insulin and glycation under control. Try this: spinach plus frozen berries plus chia plus collagen powder plus almond milk. Creamy, satisfying, and collagen friendly. Here's the key: consistency beats perfection. You don't have to avoid every sweetened drink forever. Life is meant to be lived. But once you start adding these supportive drinks into your daily rhythm, your body will naturally crave fewer sugar spikes. Your skin will feel more hydrated, and you'll notice the difference in elasticity, texture, and brightness, especially after a few weeks. Plus, these drinks don't just help your skin. They help with joint health, energy levels, mood stability, gut balance, inflammation reduction. That's the power of daily choices. They don't shout, but over time, they transform. One of the best strategies is to anchor a new drink to a habit you already have. For example, instead of a sweet morning latte, gives collagen green tea. Instead of soda at lunch, gives infused sparkling water. Instead of fruit juice in the afternoon, gives hibiscus iced tea with lime. Instead of a sweet dessert drink, gives golden milk or cinnamon rooibos. It's not about restriction, it's about upgrading your rituals. Women who age beautifully aren't avoiding everything. They're choosing what truly supports their vitality. They honor what their bodies need now, not what worked 20 years ago. And remember, your drink choices don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Even cutting back sugary drinks by half can reduce glycation and inflammation significantly. It all starts with the question: how do I want to feel and look on the inside and out? Let that guide your next sip. Because after 50, your beauty is not just skin deep, it's a reflection of how well you've learned to support yourself. By now, you've seen the full picture. The drink that seemed innocent, comforting, familiar, maybe even healthy, could be silently weakening your skin's foundation. Not because you made a mistake, but because no one told you what really happens inside the body after 50. You've learned that it's not just about aging. It's about glycation, a biochemical process that speeds up collagen loss, damages elasticity, and leaves skin looking older, faster. And it's not just about sugar, it's about how sugar is delivered. In liquid form, it bypasses the body's natural defenses and acts fast. That's why sweetened drinks, even in moderate amounts, have an outsized impact on skin firmness and texture. But here's what matters most: you're not stuck with the effects. Your skin is constantly renewing. Your body is still capable of repair, especially when you stop fueling the processes that accelerate damage. You've seen it in real women: Maria, Evelyn, Denise. Each of them made one small shift. They questioned a daily habit and chose differently. The result wasn't just brighter, firmer skin, it was more clarity, more control, and more confidence. That same change is available to you, starting now. You don't need to eliminate joy or flavor. You don't need to follow strict rules. You simply need to choose drinks that support what your skin is trying to do: rebuild, hydrate, and stay resilient. Because your body is always working for you. And when you give it the right support, it shows. So the next time you reach for a bottle, a can, or a cup, pause. Ask yourself, is this helping my skin stay strong? That one question can redirect your entire path forward. And if you found this helpful, wait until you see what else might be quietly affecting your skin without you realizing it.